So hey guys, welcome to your weekly Team Perseverance team call. It is June 20th. Today is the first day of summer as we head into beautiful weather here in New York. I'm super excited to speak to you guys this week. If we have any new coaches on, I'm quickly glancing around. I'm not sure. My name is Dave Atkins. I'm the founding coach of Team Perseverance and your upline Star Diamond coach, or as I always say, one of your upline Star Diamond coaches, because we have some amazing leaders on this team. And this is another week we get to come together and go over news announcements and a training topic each week, or guest speakers. We've had some phenomenal guest speakers over the last couple of weeks. Scotty Hobbs last week was absolutely amazing, unbelievable. We had Danielle Natoni, Fit and Funky. We had Erin Young. We just had so many. So if you have not seen any of those calls, I highly recommend that you go to the Files tab under Coaches of Team Perseverance, and you can, in fact, see the recordings of the calls from the previous weeks, and definitely check them out. It will do a lot more good for you on the way to work or on the way back listening to a call than you listening to the radio. Trust me, it will help you a lot more. So highly recommended. So tonight, there's not many announcements, guys. The one main one I want to let you guys all know about, and hopefully everybody, I saw that there was definitely at least a few hundred people in our team and our team page that watched the video I put up with some of the news that is going on with the team. And the short of it is this, guys. We are, in fact, now my daughter's recording me on video. Hi, Cass. We are, in fact, going back to our roots of Team Perseverance when we were much smaller, like under 100 people, around 50 people, where as we started developing some diamonds and new leaders, we would stick together. And then after some time, the diamonds would go off and branch off and kind of form their own teams, even though they were part of their parent team, Team Perseverance, which are here now. But we decided among the diamonds, I had a great call with them last week, to plug all the diamonds, Star Diamonds, everybody back into Team Perseverance. And you're going to be able to see, hold on a sec, guys. Just want to make sure. There we go. You're going to be able to connect with other diamonds, other Star Diamonds in this team, other top coaches in the entire network of 460,000. You'll be able to connect with them on Team Perseverance. We're going to do videos, and just people are going to be more engaged. I've seen stuff by many of our leaders already, so thank you. More is to come for sure, and we're going to start running some fun things in the team page to really bring back the family of Team Perseverance, because we have grown to about 1,900 coaches in our team, and I wanted to bring back the way it was in its roots to help everybody. And I think also it's great that you hear sometimes messages and things that can spark your business or help you, or somebody that you're more relatable to than me. So having other people to come in and share, I think it's great. I'm super excited. A lot of the diamonds are excited about it. I've got some private messages that people are excited about it. So I'm super excited about it as well, to have all you guys to have access to that. So that's kind of the main big news. Like, that's big. We haven't done this ever since the team has grown to this point. The big one behind that, guys, right behind this in a couple weeks, is Coach Summit. 25,000 coaches are going to be converging on Nashville in the NFL Tennessee Titans Stadium. It's going to be parties going on, unbelievable training by the top coaches in the entire network in workshops. They're going to be doing unbelievable recognition. The energy there is going to be mind-blowing. I always say something that was said to me, and I say to you guys, you really aren't a coach until you experience Summit. You really aren't a coach until you experience Summit. When you go to Summit, that is, I feel, the aha moment for so many coaches. Even if you think you know, you really don't know. Like, if you think you know what this business is, you really don't know until you go to Summit. So this year, I'm super excited. It's only a couple weeks away, guys. Like, how awesome is that? I know if you go to CoachSummit.com and it says that they're closed out, you still can put your name on the wait list, and I think they're pretty much still taking names off the wait list, so you still have an opportunity to go. Guys, it's once a year. So, you know, if you got to move the moon to get there, move the moon and get there, because I think, like I always say, my income went up, 700% after my first summit and has consistently grown every single year since I've went. And Summit directly has something to do with that. We're going to get into recognition, but the last announcement, guys, I have is simply that Super Saturday is the weekend of August 6th and 7th. Super Saturdays are the quarterly events. Summit's the annual events. The quarterly event, but the Super Saturdays are run in every state in the country and put on by coaches of that area. If you go to the back office under News and Training tab, under events, you'll see all the locations near you. So that happens to be the weekend right after Summit. So it's a busy 2 weeks, but it's definitely something that I feel that everybody should be attending. And again, we're having an event here in New York, probably expecting 300 to 350 people, sold out venue, because we have Tanya from T25, from Insanity, from Size. She will be there. She's also an fellow elite coach, but she's going to put a live workout on. So many of you know Tanya the modifier from T25 and many of the other programs. So getting into recognition, weak leg team volume for last week. These are the coaches that are building their businesses that have weak leg team volume. So I want to just give the shout out to everybody that's on there. In the 300 club, we have Mary Pasilia, Laura Sheridan, Devin Wheaton, Renee Smith, Laura Schiller, Liz Mangione, Maria Peterson, Allison Cross, Jean Marie Cregan, Kristen Odell, Karen Bazillo, and Christiana Carino. In the 500 club, my wife Kristen in her second CVC, Michelle Della Sala, Lindsay Kaufman, Lisa Marr, Lindsay Medvin, Michael Holdman, Jay Fertiel, Michelle Fry, Mike Della Sala, Angela McLaughlin, Gregory Armstrong, Janine Gershenhoff, and Jessica Armstrong in the 500 club. In the 1000 club, Tony Carlucci, Jeff Nolston, Shannon Larice, Elizabeth Mullenbrook, Kelly Della Vecchia, Tara Richmond, Maureen Garrett, and Gina Strecco. In the 2000 club, we have Denise Brobson, Jen Holdman, and my second CBC. In the 3000 club, Shana Carlucci, Stacy Larice, and Sharice Nolson. And in the 10,000 club, myself and my wife, Kristen Atkins, in the 10,000 club. So guys, congratulations to everybody that has weak leg team volume. That means you are building your business and your business is going forward. So congratulations to everybody on the weak leg team volume. Before I go on any further, are there any questions regarding anything? Anybody? Anybody? Yep, some will be. I'm just reading the messages in the chat. Right, nobody? Okay. So guys, tonight's topic is something that that I put together with the assistance of Kristen. And guys, it's amazing. Like, I literally come up with team call topics, I'll be honest, like the day before and prep the day of. Like last night, if you guys saw my video and it was Father's Day and I was outside and I was doing stuff for the business, I kind of think of where the team is at, what the team is struggling with, excuse me, and what in fact maybe they could hear. What can I simplify down? What can I do better? Maybe another guest speaker. We've kind of had a bunch of guest speakers, so I said, let's do some training. And today's topic was the 5 things that you should be doing every single day. So I hope everybody has a pen and paper because you really should take notes. And I want to stress, guys, all of these things you have heard of, and I'm going to explain each one, and I'm going to give you some points to it. But you should not be going to bed at night until every one of these things is done. It should not be happening. If you truly want to build a business, it is not difficult things you need to do. It's just not. These are the things that you're going to need to do. I'm going to go over 5 important things. And you have to realize, guys, you need to work as hard on this as you do as your full-time job, for those of you that are still working, period. Remember that. So often people look at this as the extra thing when you don't realize this extra thing can surpass your current thing. Because the fact that Scotty Hobbs last week is making over 7 figures a year as a coach, so that's over $1 million a year. I don't know. I know I'm not making $1 million a year. I'm not making that. I don't think anybody on here is personally making that. If you are, kudos to you. I want to know what you've been doing. But the thing I'm trying to make is that you need to be working as hard on your business as you do on your daytime job. Not less, but the same, because it's going to pay you more if you're consistent at it. All right, so here we go. Number one, guys, and they're in somewhat of an order, and some of you guys heard this, but it's simple. Number one is friend requests. You need to be sending 3 to 5 friend requests a day, every day. And you want to send your friend requests to people that you have mutual friends with. What do you mean by that? And why? The reason you want to send friend requests to people that you have mutual friends with is so Facebook does not think you're spamming people by sending a friend request to somebody that, in fact, you're not friends with. Okay? So you can simply do this by going to your friends, by clicking on the Friends tab, and then scrolling your friends and find somebody that you're friends with, and then go to their page and look at their friends. And when you scroll their friends, you will see people that you're not friends with that, in fact, you have mutual friends with that you can send a friend request to. Guys, this is so simple, but I guarantee on here, I'm going to be very honest, over half of you don't do this. Probably more like 75% are not sending 3 to 5 friend requests a day because it's something so easy to do, but it's something so easy not to do. So you need to be doing this every single day. Success is found and hidden in your daily agenda. It is not some big, gigantic thing. It's the little, minuscule things that take you 5 minutes every day that are going to get you to that next level. I promise you that. Number 2, you need to be posting on social media, whatever platform, say Facebook, 3 to 5 times a day. Minimum 3 times a day. 5 would be great. And this is what I want to explain about that, guys. Some people say, I don't know what to post about. If you don't know what to post about and you're running out of ideas, then you're probably not doing your personal development because you always think of good things to talk about. Just like I just did a live video of something I read. That's where I get a lot of ideas. If you're not coming up with ideas, you're not being a product of the product. You got to be a product of the product. So when it comes to what you post about, sharing your journey, sharing motivational things, things you learn from your personal development, sharing your struggles. Guys, this is the thing, and I'm going to speak a lot of truth. Many coaches and people in their life, when things happen to their life, personally, physically, financially, their health, whatever it is, they find that as their reason not to be on social media anymore because they're dealing with whatever struggle that is, and they find that as their excuse instead of their reason. What do I mean by that? Trust me when I tell you, when you're in your darkest moments, when life sucks, I'm just going to say it, and you are literally stressed out and probably in tears and going through a certain struggle, that is the time to be sharing your journey on social media because people love to relate to the struggle. They do not like to relate to the coach that makes life out that it's perfect. And when we tend to disappear when we're going through the hard times, which I see happen over and over and over again, then when that coach comes back and things are better now, your momentum is gone, and all of a sudden now you're trying to make it out that everything is good, and you're posting about you're doing your workouts, you're drinking your Shakeology, but people will see through you, and I'm being very honest, because all of a sudden you're posting every day, do this and do that, this is my journey, but you disappeared for 4, 6, 8 weeks, 12 weeks, and this goes with all sorts of things. So when you need to post 3, 5 times a day, you have to do it and have a no matter what mentality. Now, guys, some of this, I may be hitting some of you guys. You may be like, oh, my God, David's talking directly to me. No, I'm talking to everybody because I know this happens to many people. And this may strike you right in the chest when I'm telling you, yeah, you're struggling and you disappeared. Yeah, and because that should be your reason, not your excuse. Because if you're able to do that, and even if it's only a couple days a week or 2 days a week, you're able to say, but you know what? I had something going on in my family or sickness or I'm battling this or somebody passed away, but I knew I had to at least try to clear my mind. So I went downstairs and I pushed play and I did my T25 or my Body Beast workout and I feel a little better now. That's the power of social media. The person with the best story, wins. In today's age with social media, the winner who's going to have the most successful business and attract the most people is the best storyteller. And the best stories are the ones that see people struggling and people showing how they're trying to overcome it. And people will relate to the struggle, because most people, actually all people, we're human beings, all have our vices. I have my vices too, and I struggle too. And why am I so stuck on this post of this point of posting 3 to 5 times a day? Because it is so darn powerful, and I think so many people fail to do it. They fail to do it because when life knocks them down, they find that there's that reason they don't have time to go to social media. And then when life eases up on them, then all of a sudden they come back. And your friend, your prospect that was watching you, guess what? Their life didn't knock them down, and they're wondering where you are. And your momentum is gone. Guys, also regarding that, something about being a product of the product, and I jotted this down. If you have been doing 21-day fix for the past 6 months, year and a half, or any program, or you've been repeating the same program over and over and over again, you have 2 things going on. Number one, you're white noise on social media because you have nothing to share anymore. Number 2 is you're probably not going to get good results anymore because your body's hit a plateau. And number 3 is, I'll throw number 3 in, is you only can share that 1 or 2 programs. You have no other experience to share what we have to offer as coaches. If you're feeling that it's getting salesy, it's because you have nothing in the pipeline to talk about, whether personal development, whether being real on your social media, or you're not doing a new program. I am constantly switching it up. I did size for a month and posted about it. It was quite comical, but I did it so I can share it. We just finished around a 21-day fix extreme. We're now doing a body beast hybrid with 22-minute hardcore, which we did 2 months ago. After that, this summer, Chris and I are talking about doing a Asylum Volume 2. I am constantly changing. Guys, get off the program. If you've been doing the same one, go buy something new. You get 25% off. Start sharing it on social media. I'm super excited. Anybody want to join me? I'm trying out a new program. That's the power of social media. It's free advertising. You can share your journey. People go along with you. Okay? So in terms of posting 3-5 times a day, this is why it's so important. All right? So that's my little truth into you guys on number 2. Next, number 3. You want to start having non-Beachbody conversations with people. It could be through comments, messages, and at this point, I know Kristen was talking to me about it. I think she said it very well. So I'm actually going to kick it over to her because she's going to add in about having non-Beachbody conversations. So there she is. I'm going to unmute you line, babe. Go ahead.
Hey guys, how's everybody doing? So yeah, these non-Beachbody conversations are scary. I know nobody likes to just message a stranger, right? It's awkward, it's weird, and you know, for those men out there, like Dave's like, I can't do it. Like, he looks like a crazy stalker, like messaging a woman like, hey girl, what's up, you know? So ladies, for us, it's easier, you know, we can get away with it. It's not creepy. We're just, you know, these spunky, weird coaches. So when you send your friend requests every day, my biggest suggestion, and it was a game changer for me with my business, is once you get the notification that Jen Smith accepted your friend request, you go and private message Jen Smith right away. I used to just like and comment on their stuff, but no, I go straight to the private message and I say, and I look at her wall first. I see if there's anything we have in common that I could start a conversation. I will never say, hey, I'm a Beachbody coach. Have you ever considered trying one of my groups? Like, that's creepy, icky, awkward. No, no, no. So, hey, Jen, how are you? I saw we had some mutual friends in common. I see you have 3 daughters. So do I. Isn't it nuts? Something like that. Like, just a general statement. I can use whatever I find in her Facebook wall to start a conversation. Now, for some people, that is like too much and too scary, and that's cool. So you can always do a, hey, Jen, thanks for accepting my friend request. I saw we had some mutual friends in common. Have a great day. Like just that, so you're putting your face out there. And now this goes back to what Dave was saying about posting 3 times a day. Because when you send a friend request to somebody, what's the first thing that they're going to look at? They're going to look at your wall, right? So if you're posting like really good content, like of you working out with your kids or some really good recipes, like healthy eating recipes, you never know if this person is at the right moment, like thinking, I need to start some sort of workout thing. And then all of a sudden they get this friend request from Jean Marie Cregan and they see her working out and they're like, oh, my prayers have been answered. This girl just messaged me and she looks like she's a fitness trainer, you know, whatever it is. But that could be the start of a conversation too. I've had people just start conversations because they looked at my wall and be like, are you a personal trainer or something? What do you do? I see you exercising. What's that shake you're drinking? And it makes my job a whole of a lot easier because I am sharing on my Facebook wall. The people that do not post consistently on Facebook but then want to work the business, you guys have 10 times more of a hard job to convince somebody that what you're doing works. Because if I look on your wall and you're not posting about it, how am I going to believe that? You know, you could just be saying that, you know? So it kind of all goes hand in hand. So make sure you're posting consistently. Make sure when you're sending those friend requests, as soon as you see the person accepts it, send them a message right away. Like I said, it doesn't have to be, you don't have to do the back and forth if you're not comfortable with that. But do the, hey, thanks so much for accepting. Have a nice day. If you really want to start a conversation and you can't find anything on their wall, make it up. Like, hey, Jen, thanks for accepting my friend request. You look so familiar. By any chance, did you go to Kennedy High School, which is where I went? You know, maybe she doesn't look familiar at all, but maybe she did go to Kennedy. I don't know. Maybe we have, you know, if we have friends in common, you know, we always try to find like how we know each other, you know? So that's usually like the start of my conversations is, how do we know each other? Like, I see you have friends from this town and this town. Did you go to my high school? And that's usually how you do those non-Beachbody conversations. And they're so important because you want people to get their eyes on you. And then once you start talking, you can like and comment on their posts, right? For a couple of weeks. No, I mean, not like a long time, 2 weeks or so. If they post something that you want to reach out to them again, maybe in a week or so, like, oh, I love that, you know, that picture of your kids. Where were you? That looked like a really nice park. You just want to keep conversations going. It does not have to be this long drawn out thing. It could be a 3 times back and forth and end it. And then in a couple weeks after that, it's okay to reach out to that person and invite them to a challenge group because you have started that rapport with them. And you could even go back to, I always like to take tidbits from like our conversations and use that, like, especially if it's somebody who has kids, you know, I'll say, I have this group coming up and, you know, it's geared towards really busy moms. And I know we were talking about how crazy it is with 3 kids. So you popped into my head. Would that be something you'd be interested in? You know, I take a tidbit from our conversation. So again, I remind her that we were talking and I put it into the invite. You personalize it. And then it's not icky because you've already created that that rapport with that person. So that's how the posting on Facebook and the friend requests and the non-Beachbody conversations all kind of link to each other. And they're all so important because you need to keep your pool of people going, right? A lot of times we talk to 3 or 4 people and we just wait and hold our breath for them to order that challenge pack month after month after month. And you're not hitting Success Club because you're waiting for those 3 or 4 people. You got to continually be bringing people in every day and talking to them. And that's why that's so important to do it every single day. And I think that's it. Any questions about that? No?
Thanks, babe. I'm going to mute you. Can't find myself now. Oh, there I am. All right, guys. So that's number... Was that 3? 1, 2, 3. Yep, that was number 3. So number 4, guys, goes in that plays off the first couple. Number 4 is inviting, okay? You should be sending at least 2 invites a day for people to our challenge groups. Now, the way I like saying it, I always like saying, have you ever considered joining one of my monthly fitness challenge groups? Or have you ever considered joining my fitness group, whatever you call it? Have you ever considered, kind of makes it out like They see your post on social media. So in fact, you know, you're making it so you're not like, hey, I run this fitness challenge group. Would you like to be part of it? I kind of make it in a way like, of course they've seen it. So I'm asking them, have you ever considered? Now the question is, oh, I don't want to cold invite. I don't want to cold invite. I never cold invite people. But if you look at the previous points, if you're friend requesting people, 3 to 5 people a day, and you're posting 3 to 5 people, posting 3 to 5 times a day, and then you're in fact having conversations with people, you will always have people in that pipeline to eventually invite because you have formed them, right? Family, occupation, recreation, and the message is the invite. So you form them. So if you're doing these other things every day, you'll have somebody that you have been speaking to that you can in fact invite. So that's 2 a day. And guys, the next point, number 5, is personal development. And I know you guys have heard that time and time again, but I think a lot of people, again, and I've been there and struggled as well, you know, aren't consistent with doing it every single day. And for me, when things are in a funk or things are happening in life, like that's when I realized I got to double it. Like right now, you know, going through like business the last couple of weeks has been tough for me, guys. Things have been struggling. I've been having some hard time. I'll be honest, you know, like stressed about it. So I've been trying to read 2 different books at the same time. And I'm reading Grant Cardone 10X, and I'm reading 25 Ways to Win with People with John Maxwell. And I'm listening to one on the way to work and one on the way home from work. And I'm probably listening to a little bit more at nighttime. So I'm probably doing a good hour a day right now of personal development, minimum hour a day. And then I also listen to, like today, I also listened to Eric Thomas's TGIM, and it was You Are Amazing, his message, and that was another like 8 minutes. So I'm constantly flooding my brain with positive things because we all know with everything going on in life, and if we look around and the things that are happening, right, just look at all the stuff like that's happened in Orlando recently, it's hard not to get, you know, to not be down, to feel depressed, to feel like the world is ending, and I just need that positive things to, in fact, grow my brain, which is a muscle as well. So that's number 5, guys, and they say minimum of 10 pages or 10 minutes a day, okay? The last bonus one, guys, I want to put as like a 6, I put a little star, is follow up. You need to follow up, and they always say the fortune's in the follow-up, and it's so true, so true. So last 2 weeks ago, I ran a free group for a healthy eating free group, and I had about 75 people in there, okay? I was in 50 conversations with people. To give you an idea, last week, I counted one night before going to bed with Kristen. It's been spending hours worth of work, hours. I had 48 different people I spoke to last week that I was following up with. And guys, you know what? You would think, oh my God, you must be at like Success Club 50. I'm at 11 points. But for me to get 11 Success Club points, I had to speak to about 50 people in follow-ups. That's not to scare you. It's to let you know that I'm doing the follow-ups and I'm doing the work and I'm doing the grind. And it was hours of work. But I know if I want to live a life like no one lives, I got to be willing to do things that most people aren't willing to do. And that's to put the work in. Was it hard to send somebody, hey, just want to touch base and see if you want to be part of my fitness challenge? Is that hard to do? No. But is it hard to do over and over and over and over again? Yeah, it gets to be work. But the fortune's in the follow-up. And let me tell you, I have people in a pipeline that weren't ready right now. The fruit wasn't ready to be plucked from the tree, but they're in my pipeline. They're under my prospect list. There are people I'm going to follow up with for the next group. There are people that I'm engaging with, informing them more on their Facebook pages, and now they're watching my posts. And then from there, I build the bonds and build the law of attraction. So the bonus is follow-up. So guys, just to recap the points, and then we're going to get ready to finish up. It's number 1 is friend requests, 3 to 5 a day. Number 2 is posting 3 to 5 times a day. Number 3 is non-Beachbody conversations. Number 4 is inviting. And number 5 is personal development. If you do these every single day, I promise you, you will hit Success Club every single month without question. If you are doing all of these things every single day, you will hit Success Club every single month. 100% of the time. There's no 2 ways around it. So that is for sure. So I just want to open up, guys, and see if there's any questions regarding anything regarding this, any maybe some more tips maybe regarding one of the points or questions you have regarding that. There's a good amount of people on. You know, how can I help you maybe elaborate on any of these points, guys? You know, let me know. So ask some questions. We have a little bit of time. Anybody? Come on. Nobody? Who raised their hand? Who's that? Is that, say, Jorge?
Hey, David. It's George.
Oh, hey, George.
Hey. You mentioned your free healthy eating group. Can you tell us a little bit about that? I know it's kind of off topic, but.
So I basically I ran a free group, a 5-day Eat Clean Challenge. I got all of their grocery shopping lists, which you can get directly from using one of the nutrition guides, right? I could say this. It's a lot of work. I got all the nutrition guides. I scheduled posts. Like it was about 4 posts a day in a private Facebook group. I also put a post in there, 1 post a day of just exercises that I found on Pinterest. There's tons of stuff, like people that do different types of exercises. It's like a photo with different little exercises if they wanted to do it. I talked about just healthy and clean eating, a lot of tips you can get right from the nutrition guides. And then what I did also is I weaved in a lot of my videos, inspirational videos, and I put up 1 a day. So I weaved in so people got to see me. I went live in the group very frequently. So I talked to people and I just poured as much value into people for an entire week. And I had people lose 3 pounds, 7 pounds, 5 pounds. And then I gave value. And then from there, at the end of the week, I actually made it an extra 2 days. I went 7 days. I, in fact, then from there, I invited them to come in my full group, the 30-day fitness challenge. So is it a little bit of work to put together at first? Yes, absolutely. It was a bunch of work. But I did it now, and I can use it again. And I'm going to try to do it again in July. Just trying something new. First time I ever did it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Anybody else? Anybody else have a question? Anybody? Anybody?
Dave, did you check the chat?
Oh my God. Yeah, but see, the chat's on the side now. Let me just scroll up. I spy at Summit. Someone will be able to probably know it. Thanks, Kristen. Sharing my stories helped me. Shout out Panel. Told you. Facebook is free advertising. The coach to-do list has been really helpful for my kids as a coach. Just a tip for friend requesting. I joined a bunch of local mom groups and chat on those pages, and the friend request from there, it is working really well. Great idea. I don't know who said that, just says owner. But yes, if you join some local groups and you can start building relationships from there. I know Kristen's done that with some local groups. It's worked out real well, so that's great. Victoria, I'd like to know what people are reading for personal development. I am currently reading You Are a Badass. I would like to see what else people are reading. Victoria, go to the Coaches of Team Perseverance page. Under files, there's a list of there's a file for personal development books, as well as I just put on something called the 52 Book Challenge. Scotty Hobbs, who guest spoke last week, he read 1 book a week. I think it was last year or 2 years ago. He kind of still does it. And he put down every book he read, 52 of them for the entire year. There's a ton of stuff on there. So I'll go check that out. Diane Rizzo, I'm eating that frog. I'm reading 10X, Grant Cardone. I'm reading that too. I'm rereading You Can, You Will by Joel. Awesome. I'll check it out. So that's it. Anybody else want to say anything? Any other questions? No? All right, guys, if there's no other questions, I hope they have the points. Guys, I'm telling you, do these every single day. Don't put your head on the pillow until you get it done, right? And remember, guys, work from the inside out, from your heart, okay? It's not to be self-serving. Think about helping others. It will come back to you. Serve other people. Think about other people. Put other people first. It will come back to you. I promise you. But pour value into other people. Come back. You guys all rock. Have a great night, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.